my name's Adam if this is your first time here, and today we're going to be talking about Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. This is the first Pirates movie. I think it's one of the better ones. I think the second one was pretty good too, though. But they're all actually really good movies. I think that we finally got a movie that everyone's going to have something good to say about, because this is a really great movie. It really is. Now, what I think is kind of the coolest part of this movie is the protagonist, the main character. Who is it? If you ask most people, right off the bat, most people are going to say, without thinking, Captain Jack Sparrow, of course. But I think he's actually a secondary character. I would argue it's either Elizebeth Swann or William Turner. Elizebeth Swann, because she's really the most active character in this movie. She's the one that brings the pirates, you know, she's the one that steals the treasure, the gold pirate coin in the beginning of the movie that bring the pirates and cause this adventure. She's the one that invokes the right of parley and goes with these pirates, and actually she's the one that takes the biggest step towards stopping their attack and goes and confronts the leader of the pirates and makes a deal with them. She's really the most active character, at least in the beginning, in the first act. She's the most active character, and sometimes when you're looking for the main character, you want to look for who's the most active as opposed to who's just passive and sort of there. The other choice, I think, is William Turner. I would say he's probably the main character because he kind of starts out in this, you know, sort of a peasant's life and goes out on this adventure where he discovers that he's a pirate, and he's born into this, well, he's not born, but he's raised in this environment where he learns that pirates are the worst. You know, the last thing in the world that he would ever want to be is a pirate, but it's actually his destiny to become a pirate. And in a sense, I kind of see Jack Sparrow as sort of like the Obi-Wan of this movie, who's guiding, you know, William Turner, who's kind of like the Luke Skywalker, along this adventure and teaching him the ways of being a pirate. Another cool thing that I took out of this movie, for me, I think the theme of this movie, and it's just my opinion, is that sometimes the rules aren't really the best way for you to live your life. A lot of this movie, there's these sort of rules, these rigidly defined rules about, you know, this is the way it's supposed to be. You know, Elizabeth Swann needs to marry this person of status as opposed to who she really wants to be with, which is William Turner. And William Turner wants to be with her, but he couldn't possibly break these rules. You know, the pirates, they have their own rules, but when it's time to break these rules, they don't do the proper thing. They break the rules and do what's right. Same thing with, you know, certain characters are being put to death, and it's according to the rules, but it's really not the right thing to do. So for me, I think that a lot of the theme of this movie is about doing what's right as opposed to what's proper. Another thing I wanted to mention, I'm not sure how many of you, you know, I'm Canadian. I wanted to share parley. If you don't know, parley is a very poorly way of saying palais, which we know is French for speak or to talk. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'm not sure how many of you realize that, you know, being Canadian, I'm sort of exposed to a lot of French. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about this movie. Thanks, and have a good day.